Okay, indicators on daily, they're extremely high. It still has time to come down. Okay, and quite a bit of time to come down. Now let's just focus quickly on the charts. We're gonna full screen it. All right. Now, as you can see, I have this little drawing projected, okay, in the purple box. I have drawn this for a few reasons, okay. Number one, this is what Bitcoin has done in the past, okay. Every time it's broken out of this bottom and accumulation zone, it comes back, does the retest, and it just goes on to a big range for a couple of months, okay. Just a massive range. Now, jumping on the weekly chart, we're going to lock in some moving averages. Okay, I'm going to put them back on. I'm getting tired of these moving averages, but right, it's projected to happen within this week now, which is why I am thinking Bitcoin is actually going to come back down range while all the other moving averages get in line. Okay, and the price just compresses in between the moving averages. Now it's going to be tough to trade Bitcoin. Okay, extremely tough. But it's still worth it to just kind of prepare yourself for what's next bull run that's going to be happening at the end of this year, up from end of this year till next year. Okay, now we have a Wyckoff accumulation pattern that is just happening. Now, in my opinion, we're sitting right on the weekly chart. We're sitting right about there. Okay, let's mark an arrow. We are sitting round about there in this area. Okay, this is on the weekly, a trend change from downtrend to uptrend. It's just basically simple that way. Okay, for how long it can go, I do not know. Okay, not even Satoshi knows. Let's just put it that simple. Okay, not even Satoshi knows that. And looking at the 3-day time frame, we're going to take a look at the indicators. It's still very tired. Okay, there's hidden bearish divergence that is already formed. Let's see how it's going to play out. All right, let's load the indicators back up. Yeah, so the RSI and the MFI are really high. Now it crossed bearish. 3-day chart is right about to curve towards the downside, okay, which means the green momentum is losing strength, and that's the bullish momentum. If bullish momentum loses strength, the price is not going to keep going up in straight. Okay, a higher high will be much appreciated. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, what we are seeing is slightly a bigger drop than on the higher time frame, but lower time frame will find support a lot sooner. Okay, at least that's what we will see. But where do I expect Bitcoin to drop? Well, let's keep it simple and use the Fibonacci's. Okay, here are my targets for Bitcoin. 22,300 and 21,800. That was the liquidity. Okay, it dropped, went back up. That's a neutralization. Okay, so now we need a higher high, which we got. Now we need a higher low to confirm a trend change on Bitcoin. Okay, now we're back to the daily time frame, and we're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Now, Bitcoin dominance was looking weak. Okay, after a big move up, it was actually looking weak. But many people, I think, are wrong about what Bitcoin dominance is showing. Many people think we're going to get an alt season because Bitcoin is going to drop to about 20-ish level. Now, I do not see that happening as of yet, okay? Because just the way Bitcoin was back at 16K was looking like a Wyckoff accumulation, which is why I posted longs. Same thing I'm seeing on Bitcoin dominance chart. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance, and let's see if we can find the key aspects of it. Forgive me, the connection is really bad these days. I'm traveling, still working out of a laptop. Give it a minute to load. I'm pretty sure it will. Okay, I'll give it a minute for Bitcoin dominance chart to load. But here on the daily time frame, I'll already take a look at the indicators. Okay, let's try and load Bitcoin dominance. If this doesn't load, I'm going to have to restream and see if it works out. A lot quicker than what it is now. Okay, Bitcoin dominance, parallel channel, as he spoke on the stream yesterday, it is still playing out. It hit both the first target. Now, when I zoom out on this chart, Bitcoin dominance to me looks like a Wyckoff accumulation. Okay, it's a clear-cut Wyckoff accumulation zone. Now, this is where I project to drop before it carries up its next leg. Okay, I think it can hit 46. As we spoke on the stream yesterday, it can hit 46 to 47%. Okay, there's massive liquidity present, massive liquidity present on it. All right. Now, take a look at the indicators. We had a double top with, of course, a bearish divergence. Bullish momentum on Bitcoin has ended. Okay, it's the chart of Bitcoin dominance that told me, and some experts were pushing Bitcoin dominance from 40% down to 20%. Okay, it didn't look like it, and this is why. That means Bitcoin is most likely to rally up. Okay, of course, chart has to tell you that. So that's what I thought. Now, what I'm expecting, okay, come back down eventually to 42% and maybe even 41.5%, retest the wave one, and then shoot up. Okay, this can take a while, a couple months. Okay, it's going to take a couple months. So patience is going to be needed with it. All right. All right. For some reason, my chat box disappeared. All right. So you'll have to forgive me, but I'm going to talk about a couple of altcoins in a few moments. Let's take a look at total market cap. It also gave us a higher high. Okay, neutralized this entire area. Now we do need a back test. Okay, we do need a back test. It has broken out, and now we need to see how it's going to hold. Probably come back and retest the 900 billion. Okay, over the next couple of. So looking for long position is going to be extremely risky. Okay, it's just going to be risky. There is no other way around it. All right, but it does look like it wants to form a range, a bottom range. Okay, here we go. It's going to be the purple box. All right, it's going to be the purple box. And let's delete all that previous work. Why? Because we had a double bottom and we longed it. Now it's time to just be patient and see where it's going to drop. Okay, but basic TA Fibonacci's is telling me it could definitely come back and retest the 900 billion zone. 930, 940. That's going to be about the area. Okay, but it's got the same graph as Bitcoin, same chart as Bitcoin. It's tired. Okay, just on the daily, on the 3 day, it's just tired. Okay, so it does need a cool off. It does need a cool off. Now, there is plenty of liquidity present. Okay, plenty. So we got liquidity at 1.24 trillion. Then we got another liquidity present at 1.75 to 1.6 trillion. Okay? So it's a huge markup. Now, if we do get a retrace to the upside, okay, so let's assume this is wave 1. We need a wave 2. From wave 2, this thing can still go up 40% to about 80% in total market cap. Okay. Now I do not see Bitcoin breaking an all-time high yet this year. Why? Because that would mean total market cap has to break above 3 trillion. Okay, and that's a huge markup. It's a huge markup. And considering how it went up from COVID, okay, from the bottom of the COVID turn, it did a 2,600%. Okay, it's just not ready yet to do another 2,600%. Okay, to make an all-time high. Every time total market cap goes up, it has a huge correction. Okay, huge correction. Let's see, for example, 2019, it had a 72% correction. Okay, but this graph is sort of incomplete, sort of like 80% we're talking about. Now this has done 76. So very likely it does go up a little bit, probably about 80%, and then keeps ranging for the next halving cycle before it decides to break the 3 trillion. Okay, so that's my projection. Now, all right, a couple of altcoins I want to talk about. I get Bonk. Okay, now this was a degen play, but it did play out pretty well. Went up about 50, 60%, I think it was. It wasn't too bad. Okay, still gonna need some time. Now, I'm gonna be watching it closely, see if it breaks the 9.2. If it breaks the 9.2, it's gonna go into further accumulation. Okay, but basically I gave the bottom right here, exactly on that wick. Okay, that's where I gave the play. 54% it was. All right, so a couple of trades are still playing out. All right, we got one of them is a riot chain. 60% of my entry. What's here at 410, right after the breakout. Well, actually, right before the breakout. Okay, this is a project that could easily do a 10x in the next cycle. But yeah, wait for a retrace and let's hope we can find it back at $3. Right about there somewhere. Okay, we do need it at $3. All right, you can eat this. Is an easy $30 coin. It has a huge use case and good tokenomics. All right, huge use case and good tokenomics. We are ready. Okay, yeah. This thing came out at $40 a coin. Okay, $40 a coin. I do not doubt this thing can go all the way back up there. Okay, but yes, that is my projection. I'm leaving on the screen for you. Riot chain back at $3 roundabout. That's where I'll be making heavy buy, and then letting it go up. Well worth the investment on the project, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but this is what I believe it can do. Okay, so that is what I am expecting out of it. Now GRT is still up. Trias isn't up another 13%. Was not sure if it was a 10 or 20% earlier this morning. Yeah. I gave the buy at 120s. Okay. So basically this is the chart what I'm expecting for Bitcoin to do as well. Okay. Retrace, back test, reaccumulation, double bottom, and then boom, breakout. Okay. But this still can take months. Okay. Just like up until Jan. Okay. 3 months, 4 months. This entire thing took about 6 months. Okay. So I'm still expecting Bitcoin to take another 3 to 4 months.